Good evening. I hope you're doing very, very well. I thought I want to give you another amazing tool. Okay, again, you know me, I like simplicity, but there are certain things that maybe we haven't talked about as much, and I thought I see it so often. I went out last weekend and you know when someone had a drink and they start crying, like really, really crying, and those are stuck emotions. This is hurt that hasn't been acknowledged. And I thought, oh my God, I definitely have to talk about this. It's very, very common. And I don't think people have tools to actually deal with that. So I thought I'm going to definitely talk about this with you guys. And I think it's very important in your journey as well, because hurt might be another reason why people are struggling with anxiety, with depression, but also sometimes physical illness. Yeah. So when we don't express the emotions, they will find an outlet. You know, when I was talking to you about that emotions are like feelings, right? Emotions are like feelings. No, emotions are like children. Sorry. Emotions are like children. Okay, so imagine a child in a classroom, or even your baby. You know, when you go into to a playground or whatever, babies don't care how they look. They don't care. Is there a snot coming out of the nose, or you know, they look a bit funny. They don't care. They just like, mommy, look at me. Mommy, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Right? And the same happens with emotions. So imagine your emotions are like children, and he says, pick me, please look at me, please acknowledge me. And the same happens with hurt. Now, if we don't acknowledge hurt, and you know, like something happened, 20 years ago, yeah? 20 years ago, someone said something, a Christmas party, and it really hurt you, and you never let it go. You're still holding on to that. You remember that suitcase that we're carrying with us all the time, with all this hurt, with all this anger, disappointment, betrayal, it's still there. Okay, so today I want to give you the tool to actually let it out, to release those emotions, to let them go, but it's all related to hurt. You know, when a lion chases a gazelle, right? And it chases, and let's say that the gazelle managed to escape. You know what gazelle does because of the trauma? It shakes. Okay, it shakes to get rid of the trauma. This is like us now. I'm giving you this tool for you to shake. Okay, this is, you know what we do to shake? We drink, we take tablets, we take happy pills, we take calms, we take beta blockers, we take antidepressants to push it down. Let's say your mum died, your dad died, and you just move on, right? You don't never deal with it. You know, it's okay. It's not okay. If you don't deal with it, it will come back. Then 2 years later, you've got eczema. 2 years later, you've got panic attacks because you never let out. You never acknowledge those emotions. You never let them out. And if you don't acknowledge hurt turns into anger. Have you ever seen people when they, you know, have a couple of drinks, or like girls, especially us girls, when we come out and we have a couple of drinks and, you know, we just kind of come back from the restaurant or whatever and at home, and she's crying in her eyes that, yes, that used to be me. And she's just talking all these stories and let it out, and you know, or some people are really aggressive. So not acknowledge hurt turns into aggression. Okay, that's why we need to do that. And the closer to the event we can do that, the better. Okay. Now, I appreciate you can't change anything that happened 20 years ago, but now I will give you a tool to actually let this out, okay? That someone said something, or I don't know, there is a Christmas dinner, and let's say that you are angry, you are pissed off because all your family's there, your husband didn't help you at all, then you have 12 people, you're stressing out, you know, you prepared everything, he didn't even say thank you, and you are hurt. Okay, you know what to do. Obviously, you're not going to stop the lunchtime and say, excuse me, everybody, I'm really pissed off and I'm going to tell you this because my therapist told me to acknowledge the fact that I'm hurt. No. What you're going to do, you're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to put the tabs on, and you're going to just look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm really hurt by. Okay, I'm really disappointed. This really hurt me. Not he hurt me, my husband hurt me. I feel hurt. I feel disappointed. I feel not acknowledged. Or, I don't know, someone bought you a present that, it's disgusting, and I don't know, it's sarcastic, and it really hurt you. Or someone didn't buy you a present, but you spent, hours to choose something for their children, and you feel hurt. And you know what? Here is the thing. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we feel jealous, and it's not rational to feel jealous. It's something coming out of insecurity. We're not here to judge, is this feeling even okay? It doesn't matter. You feel it. You feel hurt. You feel disappointed. You feel betrayed. There isn't many emotions that we feel as human. I will come back to it and do a separate video. But when we're talking about hurt, when we're talking about feeling disappointed, don't judge it. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm feeling pissed off. It doesn't matter. Is it rational? Is it okay? It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling, but I want you to let it out. So you can say it out loud, put your tabs on and just say it. I am hurt by. I am feeling disappointed because. Yeah? So let it out. And the closer to the event you can do it, you can say it out loud, you can write it down. I am hurt by. Okay? And we're going to let it out. So this is us being that gazelle and shaking off the stress. And you need to feel it. You need to let it erupt, because at that point, when you are hurt, that's the point that you letting it out. So imagine the hurt is like gas, okay? And this gas is stuck in your body until you release it. We're not going to forget about this. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go down, 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 down. And guess what? It's going to add up, because today you hurt by a Christmas dinner. Tomorrow you hurt because, let's say that you're at work, you did a lot of work, you did a lot of preparation, and your boss actually said, oh, I did that. What are you going to do? You're not going to go to work and say, well, excuse me, I'm really hurt by your actions, because you want the job. You don't want to lose the job. You're not going to acknowledge it. And sometimes there are situations in our life where it's very tricky, okay? But I want you to acknowledge to yourself, I am hurt by my boss. I am hurt by my husband. I am hurt by, by my wife, by, whatever, right? And again, is it rational? Is it not rational? Is it okay? It doesn't matter. This is how you feel it. We're going to let it out. So, or you're writing it down. I am hurt by, I was hurt by, and go back in history, go back to something that's still you holding on grudge against, okay? And this is, you're going to let it out. This is you shaking. And that's good. That's all good. Because once you shake it off, once you let it out, it's gone. Guess what? It's gone. It's not going to affect you. Okay? So I think, again, simple but yet very, very effective. And the closer you can do it, like if you are hurt right now, do it right now. Do it right now. Take some time out. Come out to the bedroom, to the bathroom, and just say it. And you will see that this will give you back the control. Because when we are hurt, we getting angry, we're getting frustrated. You can tell when someone's pissed off, okay? And I don't want you to go through your life being pissed off. And there are different situations, but it's the way shit happens, okay? It's the way you deal with it. So imagine that. Okay, so there is this Christmas dinner. There is your mum said something. Let's say you put a few pounds on, and oh, darling, I think that dress is a little bit too tight for you. There is no need to say that. Sometimes we go up and down, but for someone to say that, and especially when it's your mum or your friend, it hurts. Okay? And some people don't have to do it. But sometimes people don't think. Sometimes people don't realize that it makes you hurt. Again, go back to the bathroom and say it. I felt hurt by that comment. Okay? And what you're going to do about this, then you take it further. But if you don't acknowledge this, so you've got the Christmas dinner, you've got the boss situation, you've got your mum situation, all adds up, stack. And guess what? Then you go to the shops, you doing some food shop in Marks and Spencer's, and someone cuts your line in the, when you're waiting to pay, and you just bomb, and you seem crazy. You're not crazy. All this hurt, it comes up, it's erupting, because that anger, now it turns into anger, aggression needs to come out. Yeah? Does that make sense? I hope it does. it's a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. Beautiful, beautiful tool. And I actually should have introduced that to you, a long time ago. But, mission 54, that's absolutely fine. How to acknowledge your emotions, how to get rid of hurt, how to take back the control. Come on, all the things that we're doing, all the little missions, all the tools I'm giving to you just makes you feel strong, makes you feel empowered, makes you feel that you are in control, because you are. But you just need the tools, how to deal with different situations. Remember, things will happen and you know it. There will be situations that something's going to really makes you angry. Something's going to disappoint. Someone's going to disappoint you. Someone's going to betray you. But it's the way you take it. It's the way you deal with it. And the quicker you can let it out, the quicker you can release that emotion, that gas. Gas is always better in than out. So imagine the hurt is the gas. We're letting it out. You shaking. I like that gazelle. Now you're going to have a gazelle in your head. But I thought it was kind of useful. As an analogy. So hopefully that helps. I would like you to go back in through your life and think, okay, what made me hurt? Okay. It could be grief, and we push it down. It could be your boyfriend left you, your husband left you, and you never dealt with this. You've gone through a divorce and you have 3 children and you just thought, I'm going to suck it up because I need to go for it. But all these emotions, guys, they are still there and they need to be acknowledged. And you are worth it, Everything that you're feeling is worth to be acknowledged. Let's don't judge it. It comes up. This is how I feel. Okay. Then go back to, everything is my mirror. What does that make me think about myself? What does that teach me? Okay. What is this situation trying to show me? However, release the hurt and then have a think. Okay. So now I know I'm hurt. I am hurt by, and this made me feel this. Okay, but actually, if I take a step back now, all the released emotions, and go back to the tool that I gave you, everything is my mirror, all the situations are my mirror. Okay, why am I feeling that way? What does this show me? Okay, how can I learn from this? How can I get stronger? And I tell you what, next time this situation, very similar situations will come up, you will react completely different because you're growing. You are growing all the time with every single tool, with every single thing in this little toolbox. You are growing. You are going further and further. And this is beautiful because this is self-discovery, but it's also empowerment. Okay? Empowerment for you to how to deal with situations in life, how to be you, how to be, I'm an adult. Okay, this is how it makes me feel, but this is how I'm going to react because you have a choice how to react. Okay, so hopefully you enjoy that, and hopefully it wasn't too serious. Just go back to the gazelle. Loads of love. Let me know how it goes. I would love to know what kind of situations that you kind of have in your head and think, wow, I haven't released that for so long. And if you don't, it will come out. It will come out. Like I said to you, it can be a rush. It can be something that you can't explain. You go to the doctors and they're like, I don't know. It's stress. I don't know. How often do you see that the doctor will have no explanation? There will be a chronic illness. There will be a migraine. People don't know how and why do you have a migraine. Who knows? Could be from that. So don't let the hurt you. Ooh, I like that. Well, you know what I mean. Loads of love. I shall see you tomorrow.